Hello everybody, Alex here of Snake Eye Exotics, and I'm a little bit tired today. I was up most of the night last night with the face attack boa. She was extremely poorly. I don't know what was wrong with her, and then I woke up this morning and she's passed away. So a little bit of a somber moment. So you know, I've had her a very long time. So a little bit gutted. I tried my best with her. I was up till 4 o'clock in the morning with her last night, trying to help her out, trying to just make her comfortable, and yeah, she passed away by this morning. So we're trying to start the day on a better note. So we're going to go around and do some little jobs today. I haven't got an animal order coming for tomorrow because there was no for today, sorry, because there was no space for any more animals. So but we do have to build the paludarium tank, so we're going to do that today. And at some point I want to do that saltwater tank, so if we get a chance today I might do that as well. So we're going to have a paludarium and saltwater tank build, maybe. But I'll definitely do the paludarium. If I get time, we'll do the saltwater tank as well. Please like, subscribe, comment and share for me, and I'll see you in a bit. So I've got the paludarium all out ready for us to do our little build today. So I've come around a little bit to the background. I wasn't too keen on it yesterday, but I'm kind of coming around to it slowly. So we're going to need bio balls, we're going to need cocoa fibre, we're going to need moss, we're going to need cork bark, we're going to need cork tubes, decor plants, all stuff like that. We're going to need the full shebang today. So fingers crossed we're going to make this really cool and try and put some different things in there. It would be really cool to put a waterfall in there, but I don't know if I've got the equipment to do it. I do have a waterfall pump which is actually designed, in the dark again, actually designed for this tank. So it is a Cascade high performance pump and filter. So it goes like the clappers, it does. So you can see there on your little level. So it says now this will pump up to 180 centimetres. So I think that's close to 2 metres. I may be slightly wrong. I think it's close to 6 foot though. I'll have to double check. My maths might be wrong on that. We'll go double check. So I was right. Near 2 metres. It's close to 2 metres, that is. That is a powerful little pump. So might consider using it, might not. I have to see. It's a lot of pipe I'd have to try and find. If I can find some pipe to fit and stuff like that, might fit it in. Might just show you how we would do it if we were going to do it. So if we were, we'd have to have a big layer of bio balls because it's a big pump to hide. So we have to have a big layer of bio balls and stuff like that. So we'll dive in, get some stuff all laid up ready, and you can see what I've got, and we can start diving in and doing it. So you know me, couldn't resist, decided I'm going to do a waterfall. So I'm trying to do some weird crazy thing, because you know what I'm like. I've got an idea of what I can do, which is going to be pretty cool, but I've got to try and work out how it's going to work first. So I've got my hydro fleece, which is going to keep the dirt from going into my pump. I've got my pump and all my stuff that I'm going to use, and I've just liberated some pipe off one of the old siphons we had. So that's perfect size pipe for what I need to do the job. So all I need now is the substrate and the bio balls and the moss and stuff like that. So I'm going to jump on, get all that laid out for us, and then I'm going to decide what plants I'm going to use. Probably going to use most of them, to be fair. And I'm going to figure out how I'm going to build it up, make levels and stuff like that, and I'm going to make it really cool. Okay, so first job, I've got to get my pipe in before we do anything. So I'm going to pop this old lid off. Old lid, new lid. It's literally just give it a twist and it comes off. So what we need to do is get this pipe around the back of this sponge filter. Sponge background. So there is a little slot at the bottom that we can slide it through. It wants to be a little bit higher up for us, so I'm just going to pop it out like that. And we can feed it down the back. Oh, I might go down actually, it might be easier. Okay, down the back. There we go, tap it underneath. And we can turn this back to where we want it. So I'm only going to mock it up like that for now, because I've got to figure out where I want the waterfall to come from. Is it going to be this corner, halfway down, and so on and so forth. So until I've decided that, so we've got the pipe work in. As soon as I've decided, we can put a little mark out. We can have whatever we're going to do come out of there. So but at least we've got the pipe work in, and we need enough slack down the bottom as well, so we can do the stuff with the pump. But I'll show you all that when I get to it. What we've got to do now is we've got to try and get the wires in for the pump up and around the back as well. So I think I'm going to have the pump something like this, with the pipe work coming onto it. Might have to just jiggle it around to get it in the right spot, so I can have the pipe on it without it stretching the pipe or kinking the pipe. So we'll get that set up. I'll put the wire around the back, just the same as what I did with the pipe. And then yeah, we should be okie dokie then. Once we've got that round that, then we can sort out where the position of the pipe work. Then I can work out where we're going to cut I don't know whether to come out of the middle or just straight from the top. I'm not sure, I haven't decided yet, but when we cross that bridge, we'll come to it. Just had to adjust where I've put the pump so there's no kink in the pipe. So, because if it is a kink in the pipe, it's going to reduce the flow and stuff like that, and it's going to cause problems. So, I've had to put the pump right at the front, so I've got a nice slow bend in the pipe as we come up. So I'll show you now. We've got the pump here, it comes a nice bend there, up here nice, then we can so I'm going to put this piece back in now. We've got our wire down in place as well, so fingers crossed it all fits, and then we can pitch our little notch in this, and then we can start building and sorting out what we're going to do. So this is what we should have at the back. We should have it all coming up this nice little section here, no kinks or anything, coming up this nice little bend. So as soon as we've got this little bit notched out, we can put this right against the back then, and then we can start building the rest. So that's what it should look like at the back, all in this nice little groove, going all the way up. And watch yourself, because the door can come a bit sharp if you rub your arm against it. Oh, that's a bit of a stinger. So this is the T-piece that's going to be like in and at the back of here and coming out of here. So I think I'm going to go virtually to the top, but not quite. So I'm going to do a little push on it, and then it's left me a little circle mark, and I know where to cut out. What I've done as well is I've been getting all the different bits of wood tube and stuff like that I'm going to use, and I'm mocking it up in that area. So if I put it in this area, and I'll turn the camera. So I want something like this up here, for example. So if I do the hole down here, then it's not going to work. Or if I put it right up high, it's not going to work. Sorry, if I did it right up high, it's not going to work. If I did it really low, it's not going to work. So I need to mock it up, get this in the right spot first, and then we can work out where everything's going to go from there. Fingers crossed, it should all work treat, and it should be really good. So we're about to put the bio balls in once I decide where I'm going to put this. So I've made the decision. That's the spot right there. So I've got good old Excalibur, and we're going to cut out a little circle. Would be easier with two hands, but we're not complaining. Done half the circle, half the circle. So we've got a little mark, so I can pull it out and see if we can do the rest. There we go. I kind of crushed the edge a tiny bit when I was pushing it in, but it's not the end of the world. You won't be able to see anything up there, and there's a big piece of bark over that. So we've finally got that in. Now we can cut the pipe to the length we need, and then we're ready to start doing some decor. And I might save a little bit of pipe just in case we want some pipe on the end of this coming off. So that's all the pipe work and all the plumbing done. So we've got the pump at the front, we've got our little pipe coming back in at the top here. I'll have a show you what it does on the back as well. But yeah, it's done quite sweet, to be fair. So that's where we've got the pump. Got the pipe work and the wire, and all the way at the back up to this little bad boy. And this is what we've got at the back. Wire could be a tiny bit shorter, but literally I cut it to a certain length, and then I kept taking more and more chunks off. Just rather have it too long than too short, because once it's too short, there's nothing we can do about it. So I made sure it was extra long. I went down sizes till it was just about right. I could probably take another couple of mil off, but I think I'm happy with that. Still fits nice against the back, so it's all good. As you can see, we've managed to get our bio balls in, and we've got a nice thick layer. There's at least an inch above the water pump. So now we need to do our hydro fleece, or a mesh is just as good, but it's just I haven't got a mesh and I've got this, so we're going to use this instead. So if I can get it in. So we're going to have to cut it to size and so on and so forth to get it in. So I'll do that now, and then I might do 2 layers of it just to be sure. Decided not to cut it, so I've just folded it, so now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of membrane. So once we get the substrate on it, it'll weight it all down, and then we can start pouring the water in, and then we can start doing all the gubbins for up here. So I've got my cocoa fibre mixed up. It's not quite all the way mixed, still got a little bit of dry in there, but that won't take long for it to soak up a bit of water and break up. So we're just going to plonk this in now, and then we can start doing some decor. So we can start doing our little rock around here. We can get it up in place. Not rock, a bit of cork bark, have our waterfalls and all stuff like that getting set in, and then we can go from there. So we can get some scoops, mix it up a bit more, mix it up a bit more. Get some stuff from the bottom a bit more mixed. That's better. A bit more mixed. And literally, so we can start in the middle to hold it down. You'll never keep all the dirt out. Some of it's going to seep down the edges and stuff like that. But we just want to get a nice layer down at the moment, so we can keep this mesh down in the nice position. So there we go. I will be adding a lot more than this, but this is just an idea. So that's what we should have: bio balls, filter membrane, or hydro fleece, or mesh, whichever you prefer, and then we've got our dirt on top. So water should all filter through and be nice and clean in here for the pump. So I've picked my waterfall log, and what I've done, cut a nice angle off it, so it's going to fit lovely up there. So if we come round here, look, you can see it is nice and flush with all the substrate and stuff like that, with all the background, sorry. So I should be able to glue that in place, and then we can work on where the water is going to go from there, and what else we're going to do. But the water's going to come in from there and pour down, and maybe go on to something else and something else and something else and something else, and maybe all the way down. Oh, so it should look really good. So I'm going to get some glue this up here now, and then I think we're on to a winner. So I've managed to prop it all up. So it's holding me up now. So it's all gluing. It's hard to see. There we go. So it's all gluing. Got the little pipe coming in there now. It's going to go down the little tube, and then we can work out where it's going to go, other stuff it's going to hit and go down into, and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be really cool once we get it done. Just got to wait for it to glue now. I'm hoping we don't get a chemical reaction down here and it actually glues. There we go, look at that, it's all floating. So it's all glued nice, which is good. So I'm not going to mess with it because it's still gluing. I managed to get some more plants than that. I'm just bibbing around, seeing what I can use and stuff like that, what's the best. And then soon as I've got a bit more idea of what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it and stuff like that. I'm just mocking stuff up at the moment. I'm getting stuff in, see what it looks like, where like the next transition should be. And then as soon as we get a bit further in, doing a bit more, planting areas, and we'll make it look really cool. So coming along slowly. So I've been trying to plan the next stage, and I think I need the water running. I think to work out where it's going to go and all that, I just can't predict where the water's going to go. I mean, I can guess, but chances of it hitting are going to be very slim. So I might trick some water in, give it a little test, see what's going to happen. Then I know where the water's going to go then, and we can work from that. So let's fill her up. Ooh. So there we go, we're all topped up now to the bottom of the membrane, which is absolutely perfect to Mundo. So we're going to give the pump a couple of test flicks, see what happens with the flow, and then we can go from there. So it's time for the big test. Will she work or won't she? So I have sprayed some water around just so it doesn't make it go everywhere. Fingers crossed. Put this in here now. Woo! Look at that flow. So we're gonna go. Okay, I know virtually know where I've got to go now. Yeah, she's pumping out some water, isn't she? Come on now. But it's working. Whee! So I've just got myself another piece, and I've just shaped the edges again so it can fit in there, lovely like that. So the water should come out of there, into there, down the bottom, and I'll have something so it comes into the middle. But I think that'll be a treat. That will. Works lovely. Oh, so while that's drying, we'll have a little look at the day gecko. He's stunning, he is at the moment. In perfect condition, fat tail, big belly, nice and green. Doing really well. He's got plenty of food up the top as well. So we've got it all mocked up again. It's all propping itself up while it's drying. I've got this bottom piece I've shaped again. And then we're going to plop this underneath here to catch the water when it comes out the back of there. That is the theory anyway. Might have to make it a bit more acute just to get it in that corner. There we are, it's all glued. So the water should come out of there, into there, down the tube, down here, and back down here where it can seep back through. We might end up opening up a little bit of this and putting in some stones so it can drain a little bit easier. That's literally all we'll do. We'll open that up, we'll fill all the rest of this up with dirt and plants and stuff like that, maybe something at the back of here, and then yeah, I think it'll look really good. It's going to look really, really good. So what I've done, I've put in some more of the dirt in there. I've put a bit of dirt at the back of this so we can have a nice plant at the back. So look at that, lovely looking plant. So I'm happy with that there, like that. And then now we've just got to fill some dirt at the back of here. We can do that. Then we've got to do something over here. And then we've got to put some more plants in other places. So we're coming along now, doing really well. Slowly coming along. Go, it's time for another test. So hopefully we can just plug this in now and the water will start pouring into that one, down there and down into our little gravel bay. So, come on, baby. Can I actually get the bloody thing in the hole? Come on. Come on, Alex, you can do it. Come on. It's not quite perfect. bit more fine tuning to do. Bit more fine tuning. Oh, pump stopped. So that's working a little bit better now. So what I had to do, this disconnected from where I glued it here. So because I've had to push it a little bit back more so it would catch more of the water, I've had to prop it up. But it's no risk, we can put a plant in there and have that coming out, and we can do that. We can build all this up, have another plant, and I've had to do a gravel layer as a drainage because it was starting to drain all this before it had sunk through. So I've done a gravel layer as a drain, so the water comes down there now and drains through there. Then we can build all this side up, we can build all this side up, have a big planted area over here, so I'm going to do that now. Pile up the dirt, pile up the dirt. So we've got plenty of cocoa fibre left, so we can do some nice big banks. I mean, there's still loads in here, still loads. It's hard to get it out with one hand, but we're doing a good job, we're doing okay. So we pack at the back of here so we can get a plant in. Lovely job. So we've got to be careful because I want a little bit of a barrier away from there. There we go, so we've got an area for a plant there now, and we'll do something down here as well. We've got a nice little plant in now. Draining system's working well. Still losing a little bit. Still losing a little bit. It'd be nice to have that all in there, but we're doing our best, we're doing our best. So now we've just got to go around and do a bit of decor. So I've got some moss. So we just want to put moss down in a place like that. It's just a bit mossy. So we can have it all down here as well. There we go. So that's what we got now. So there we go. I think we're finished. So we've got 2 waterfalls, a swimming pool, and a couple of different plants going around. I'll give you a proper little look. Look at that. So I'm not putting anything in at the moment. I'll wait, let it settle down, make sure I haven't got to do any more work on it, and then as soon as I'm happy with it and it's all settled in, I'll put the greening holes in there. We'll get the lamps on top, get it all set up, and we'll be happy days then. But doing really well. Look at that. So it comes. Got the water pump at the back, pumps the water up. It goes down here. We go down this little pipe, and it comes out the bottom of here, runs down the little slide, down to the pool. I've got a little retaining wall branch, some moss and stuff like that, and then yeah, looking really, really good. I'm happy with that now. I think it looks really good. Oh. That's it with a bit of light on. We're still doing nice, everything's settling in, nothing's fell off, nothing's broke. So I'm happy at the moment. So we've got pump, bioballs, filter membrane, cocoa fibre, moss, gravel in there for a drainage, because it was just going a bit slow through the cocoa fibre. We've got the moss just for a little bit of humidity. We've got the live plants, and then we've got the cocoa bark tubes. Doing really well. Oh, blooming hell, I did not think that was going to take so long. So that's literally took me all day. So it is near 10 to 6. So and I've just finished filming. So, oh, that was a long day. So I've had to keep stopping, obviously, to serve customers and stuff like that. I had to wait for things to glue. I had to change stuff and move stuff. So it's working okay now. I'm still struggling a little bit with the drainage. It's not draining quick enough. So I might have to have a look at that tomorrow. I might have to maybe put some sort of drainage pipe in there, so if it's literally, so the gravels protect it from any dirt, and the water can just zoom straight down. I don't know if that, I might have to just think of something like that, just because it's not working very well. But it's still working, it's just the pump wants to drain it really quick. But I'm really happy with it. As soon as we get it set up, we get the lights on it tomorrow, we can put the lizards in, and fingers crossed they like it. But yeah, I didn't get as much animals in as I wanted in this video. We did see the day gecko for a little bit, but yeah, I struggled to get other, I just lost track of time, I really did. So just got a paludarium built today. Fingers crossed tomorrow we'll have more of an animal day tomorrow, and then fingers crossed you like it all. Please like, subscribe, comment and share for me. If you want to watch another video, should be a box there. If you want to watch a playlist, should be up there. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, should be up there. And I'll see you in the future. Bye.